Taurus, what's up? Let's take a look at what your weekly forecast looks like this week. Okay. The overarching energy for this reading today is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is telling me that there is, I actually did a reading for you earlier that got cut off short and it was in the reverse position. So I'm going to read this as the reverse position today because there is obviously a message here about you not going about things the traditional route, which is a little bit interesting considering you are a fixed earth sign and you're a little bit more of you're not really like Aquarius energy, you're Taurus energy, which is a little bit more subdued. And not that you're a subdued person or anything like that, but it's just that there is a level of going outside of the box, going outside of your comfort zone. And if Tauruses love anything, it's comfort. And it's a big lesson. So it's a very interesting thing that not only is the Hierophant in this spread, but it's in reverse because it's just like it's two messages in one. You're learning something, and on top of what you're learning, it is uncomfortable and it's making you go an untraditional route. Okay, but you're terrified. You're terrified of going on this route. You're terrified of what could happen, where it could lead, where it could go. You're not really wanting to visualize what the future could hold when this change happens because you're so comfortable staying in the present right now. Okay. I feel like you are needing to move house. You're needing to move house and you're feeling very unstable with where you are. And I honestly think this has to do with family. I think that there's family around you that is putting a lot of pressure on you to go a certain route. However, you're wanting to go an unconventional route, or you're trying to go, or you're thinking of, or you're wondering about, and that's what's making you terrified. Because your family's bringing up all these very righteous, reasons that make a lot of sense as to why you shouldn't do this unpractical thing. But no matter what, you're supposed to do that unpractical thing, and you know that, which is why you're terrified. Now, I will say you feel like it's not something to celebrate for whatever reason. You feel like this energy is something that you should push away. And you're like, you know what, this is nothing to celebrate or write home about because I feel like I'm already failing my family by making this decision. At least that's what they're making you feel like. They're making you feel maybe a little bit ostracized from the situation, from your life, because of this decision that you're supposed to be making. But the beauty here is you've got the Nine of Pentacles here. Your decision that you're trying to make or that you're thinking about that's terrifying you because of not only yourself and your personal values of comfort, but because of your family and people surrounding influences that are trying to bring stable dispositions, if you will, towards you, don't realize how successful this future is going to be for you. Not only is it going to be successful, but it's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you as well, which is something that but you're again terrified. And the reason why I think your family is so weird and apprehensive about everything is because it's not going to be a very quick process. Something like maybe like writing or acting or, something that's a little bit extreme to most people. Whatever it is, you want to do it. You're terrified of doing it. Everyone externally is making you feel afraid to do it, but because it's going to go very quickly, or it's because it's going to go very slowly. But you're supposed to do it anyway. Because remember, it's not about the journey. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So go with your heart. Do what makes you happy, okay? Do what makes you happy. But for whatever reason, you're not looking at the outcome. You're not looking at what could really happen because you're not visualizing. Like we have here with the Three of Wands here. You're not visualizing the situation for what it is because you are petrified. But I think this reading came into your feed for a reason. Reading is coming in your feed for a reason so that it can show you and tell you that this thought that you're having, this idea that you have, this want, is realistic. It's not fully unrealistic at all. It might be unrealistic to those who are not willing to try, but I feel like once you get past your fear, which you're not ready yet, you'll realize how absolutely abundant this is going to be for you in all ways, financially as well as emotionally. It's everything you've ever wanted. But this card popped out. You're supposed to rest, okay? So you're supposed to rest on this situation. You've got the Four of Swords here. You're supposed to rest on the situation in the sense that you're supposed to think. You're not supposed to make a decision right now. But it feels like, because I can feel the pressure, it feels like there's this pressure to make a decision now. But there's no rush. Eight of Wands in the reverse position. There's no rush. Now, yeah, because you're afraid. You're afraid of how this is going to play out for you financially. You're terrified. But what's interesting is I feel like you have things to lean on while you go through this. You have things to lean on. I feel like you will have to get some kind of regular job in the meantime while you're waiting for things to flourish. But overall, Taurus, looking like, yeah, your family is using their complete intellect. They're using their intellect. They're not really tapping into your family, whoever is surrounding you. That could be like family. It doesn't have to be family, but whoever they are that is influencing you and telling you all these things, they think that this is going to be the best for you, when in actuality, they don't really know much. They're using their intellect in a way that is controlling rather than open-minded. And then you've got Temperance here over the Three of Cups. So it's almost like you need to tell them too, to be patient. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. It's gonna flourish. You just have to give me a chance. Yep. And the Three of Pentacles over the Nine of Pentacles. You're meant to work with other people. You're meant to do this so that you can gain community. You're meant to gain community through this entire thing. So you're not only going to be, so it's honestly, you have nothing to be afraid of, because you're going to be supported by other people when you go this route. You're going to meet people that are going to be amazing, and they're going to open you up, and they're coming in to tell you and show you exactly what you need to hear and see, and to help you accept where you're going. Now, I do feel like it's going to be a long, difficult journey. You've got the Three of Swords over the Three of Cups. It might be discouraging at times, and it probably feels discouraging right now, but you got the Eight of Pentacles over the Eight of Wands, which is telling me that all you have to do is keep working hard. All you have to do is keep working hard. Keep working, because honestly, your outcome is working through the shadow of yourself that is afraid to go out of your comfort zone and take this risk. That's the whole premise. It's big, it's scary, but it's so freaking worth it. It's so worth it for you. So go for it. Do it.